Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. About me, I am Sandeep Bhushan and my credentials are I have 8 years of teaching experience for civil services. I teach international relations and internal security and analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And this session or video is in regards to how to crack prelims and mains examination, wherein I will be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases. I repeat this daily and it very important for you in regards to the civil services preparation, that we will be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases which are very important while we are going ahead in regards to the news item, and this will make us be comfortable in regards to identifying the factual and analytical questions or analytical points. So by identifying the keywords and the key phrases in the Hindu newspaper, we can make sure that we will definitely be in a position to identify the factual and analytical questions for prelims point of view. So definitely the keywords and key phrases, I will be emphasizing it each and every time whenever it is necessary, that it is important while we are going through the news item. And before that, you have a notification in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, that is India's largest learning platform. And once you subscribe, you will have unlimited live and recorded courses from India's best educators. And the privileges once you get subscribed are the daily live classes, live test and quizzes, structured courses, and along with that, you have the unlimited access for the live on the recorded courses also. And these are the top educators at Unacademy, wherein you can see it on your screen. And along with this, these are also the top educators at Unacademy, which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, the courses offered by Unacademy are economy, history, science and technology, current affairs, and the rest, which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to, once again, in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, the courses offered are the governance, internal security, CSAT, and all the other courses, which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English subscription, you have 12-month subscription and you have 24-month subscription. 12-month subscription, the original price is for 40,000, and 24-month subscription, the original price is 24 months. So it's always recommended to go ahead with subscribing for 24 months, wherein the price is 48,000. That is in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English subscription. You can subscribe by using my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, wherein you will get the discount of 10% once you subscribe, and the discounted price would be 43,200 from the original price 48,000. So it is recommended to go ahead with 24 months subscription, because you will be, as a civil servant aspirant, you will be paying just the amount which is equivalent to 13 months. So you will be paying the amount only of 13 months, that is 12 months plus 1 month. 12 months, the original price is 40,000, and the 1 month, the original price is 48,000. So both together, 12 plus 1, 13,000, 40 plus 8,000 is 48,000, wherein you are getting for the entire 24 month subscription, but you are paying the amount only for 13 months. So make sure that you take the advantage or the privilege which has been offered by Unacademy to all the civil servant aspirants, that you are just paying the amount that is for 13 months, but you are getting the entire 24 month subscription. Do take the advantage by subscribing to the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, and do not forget to use my code, that is SBT, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, when you'll get 10% discount on the 48,000, and the discounted price will be 43,200. And whoever haven't still subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe for 24 months, just paying for 13 months amount. And UPSC has also launched the UPSC's Unacademy has also launched the UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes, wherein the topics will be covered in less than or equal to 10 minutes, and all the topics will be covered by the educators in English medium, and all the topics will be relevant to UPSC CSE English, which will be taken up or explained under 10 minutes, and all the topics of UPSC CSE English will be crisp, concise and to the point. So make sure that while you are having the access to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, you also make sure that you also having the access to the UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes, wherein you will be maximum benefited because of the prelims examination, wherein all the topics will be covered in less than 10 minutes, will be crisp, concise and to the point for the examination point of view. And in regards to the analysis of the Hindu newspaper, this is the topic which I will be taking up, wherein I will be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases, which will be very important while you are reading the newspaper, and which we can make sure that that could be the probable question from the prelims point of view. So before I get into the topic, I would say very good morning to everyone who is on live and also who are watching my session. Good morning to all. So I would say good morning to Muskan, Malvika, Sudarshan Shanmugam. Is all video in English or in the in English? You are talking about 10 minutes. It is in English. Siddharthan M. Good, very good morning to you also. Akshay, very good morning. Krishna, Muskan Singh, everyone, very good morning. And now I'll get into the topic, that is the analysis of the Hindu newspaper. So you have the you have the news in regards to the seal LG Polymers plant, which is being given up by the High Court. That is the Andhra Pradesh High Court. It has made the, or it has directed the LG Polymers plant, which we have seen that it was in one, in regards to the gas leakage in Andhra Pradesh. So the High Court of the Andhra Pradesh has come up with the direction, given direction to the LG Polymers plant that no one, including the director, should not enter into the premises. So it's a very clear direction from the Andhra Pradesh High Court that the LG Polymers, not even the directors and none of the officials or else the employees, should not enter into the premises of the LG Polymers plant. And the court has permitted that, because we have seen that NGT, National Green Tribunal, has gone ahead with a high-powered fact-finding committee, fact-finding committee, wherein they will go ahead with a 5 members committee, fact-finding committee. So the court has given or permitted the committees by the NGT, center and the state governments, which have come up with the committees to probe the incident. So the High Court of the Andhra Pradesh High Court will not interfere, or it will what is it has given the permission for the NGT, for the center and the states, which they have constituted the different committees to probe the incident. And the Chief Justice, that is J.K. Maheshwari and then K. Lalita Kumari, have gone ahead with the order that is directing the Andhra Pradesh High Court, directing the LG Polymers, and it says very clearly that the company assets that could be movable or immovable should not be shifted. So very clearly that no officials or the directors, company directors, should enter into the premises. Neither any movable or immovable assets should not be shifted out of the LG Polymers plant without any consent of the High Court. So it is very clearly mentioned or directed by the High Court in regards to the directors, individual entering into the premises, or else the company assets, it could be movable or immovable, which cannot be shifted without the consent of the court. And the court also further directed that they have to surrender the passports of the directors. So directors should not enter. And also the other direction which has been given by the court is to that the passport has to be surrendered. Passport of the directors have to be surrendered and should not be released, not to leave the country. So the passports have to be surrendered and it has to be, they should not leave the country. So definitely the Andhra Pradesh High Court has come up with a very clear directions to the LG Polymers plant, to the directors, to the individuals and also to the assets, company assets also. And the court has also asked the LG Polymers about the net worth, of the entire company, that is what is the entire profits or the net worth of the LG Polymers. And it says very clearly that we have seen the gas leak, that is in regards to styrene monomer gas leak, which has been taken up, which has been leaked by the company, that is LG Polymers company in Visakhapatnam, that is in Andhra Pradesh. And it says that how can, without, or court has asked by whose permission you have transported the styrene monomer, that is gas, to the South Korea when a magisterial inquiry was underway. So definitely the court has very clearly stated that how could the LG Polymers supply, going ahead with the styrene monomer or transporting this styrene monomer to South Korea when a magisterial inquiry was in the order, was underway. So definitely the court is trying to pinpoint each and every point of in regards to the LG Polymers, wherein the styrene monomer gas has been leaked in Visakhapatnam. The court also called for explanation, that is lack of valid environment clearances. So definitely the court is also worried about the environmental clearances which have been given to the LG Polymers by the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, by the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So how could the court has called for an explanation? So it want an explanation from the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. How could there be a given environmental clearances? So, and it also made it very clear that how can the hospitals, educational institutions, railway stations, airport, etc. can be in the vicinity of the vulnerable zone up to radius of 6.3 kilometers. So, the court has pulled the LG Polymers very strictly and very forcefully, making sure that it is liable for the entire loss of life and also the kind of situation which has been prevailed in Visakhapatnam due to the gas leak, stearine monomer. And they also made it very clear that they were non-functioning of the siren and alarm, and it also made sure that there was no, I mean, the people were not involved about the risk involved in regards to the storage of the sarin gas, and they were not given any kind of training in regards to the evacuation procedure. As per the, this is very important, as per the manufacture, storage and import of hazardous chemicals rules 1989. So this is very important from prelims point of view. So there is an rule that is called as manufacture, storage and import of what? Of hazardous chemical rules 1989. So this is very important from prelims point of view, that there is a rule, and then the court has pulled the LG Polymers in regards to how they could not take care in regards to the non-functioning of the siren or alarm, and also in regards to the risk involved, that they have not informed the people in regards to the training, in regards to storage of the stearine and then evacuation procedures as per the manufacture, storage and import of hazardous chemicals rules 1989. You can note this rule in your a notebook or your paper. If you have, please note this rule. It will be very important even while you are mentioning it in your mains answer. And there is one more news in regards to the no troops detained by China. So the Indian army says that there is no troops detained by China. So we know that there are skirmishes or face off between India and China, especially in the Ladakh region, and in the Sikkim region. So definitely we have seen this news, and then the army has very clearly stated that the Indian troops are not been detained by China. So we will look at this. The army has very categorically denied that Indian patrol teams have been detained. So there is no detaining of the Indian troops by the Chinese, or Indian troops by the Chinese troops were near the line of action, where exactly it is in eastern Ladakh. So entire this face off is happening between India and China, or Indian troops and Chinese troops in the line of action, which is in the eastern part of Ladakh, and definitely the People's Liberation Army troop, that is PLA troop, is making sure that they are trying to disrupt the road construction. This is very important. Why is this entire face off going on? Because India is going ahead with the road construction in the Ladakh sector. India is going ahead with the road construction, so that we can make sure that the habitation in the Ladakh region, or not entire eastern part of Ladakh region also, habitation can take place. So habitation will take place only when there is a connectivity, So definitely in regards to improving the connectivity or improving the infrastructure in the eastern part of the Ladakh region, the government of India has gone ahead with the road construction, and that is what is being disrupted by the People's Liberation Army troops. And the government, the dozens of soldiers have been injured in just the kind of jostling or pushing which has been taken up between both the troops in the point of conflict. And in the current standoff, we have seen there are 3 points. See, this is very important for prelims point of view. That is the line of actual control in Ladakh region. That is Pangong Lake, first one. There is a dispute there, and then Galwan Nala or Galwan River, and then the and Demchuk. You also have one point called as Demchuk and Nakula Pass in Sikkim. So in Ladakh you have 3 points, and in Sikkim 1 point, wherein there is a face off between the Indian and Chinese troops. And then India is increasing in infrastructure. This is very important, because India is going ahead with making sure that India also goes ahead with infrastructure development, because China is definitely in the Arunachal Pradesh area, and also in regards to the Ladakh region, and also in regards to the Sikkim area, Arunachal Pradesh and also Ladakh. They have gone ahead with more of infrastructure development. China has gone ahead with the more of infrastructure development, but India did not. And of late, India also, almost a decade, close to a decade, India started this increase in infrastructure in the border or a border area of Indian side, which is bordering the Chinese. So definitely India has gone ahead with the increased infrastructure. This is very important keyword. India has gone ahead with the increased infrastructure, and it is complete the construction and preparation of 255 kilometer. This is very important for prelims point of view, because this could be which among the following statement is incorrect. So one of the statement could be that India is into the Ladakh, the area Ladakh river or the river valley, which it is increasing the infrastructure of 255 kilometer, that is Darbuk Shok Daulat Beg Olji river. This is very important. The place Darbuk Shok Daulat Beg tribe areas Beg Oldi River in the river valley. So definitely this is the place wherein the road construction is going on. So this is the area wherein the Chinese troops are not really happy with the India going ahead with the increased infrastructure. That is why there is a more face off between India and the Chinese troops. So we will look at here. So this is Pangong Lake. So as I said that there is an dispute between India and China in the Pangong Lake and also in the Demchuk, as I said, and also in the Nakula Pass. Nakula Pass, not Nathula. Fine. And also I have also said about the 255 kilometers. So this is what it is. Daulat Beg Oldi, the road which is being part of the 255 kilometer, the increased infrastructure by the Indian government, and that is what is really a cause of concern by China, because we are going ahead with the infrastructure development. So this is very important for prelims point of view. I have taken this because it will be very easy. So this is a lake, Pangong, Pangong Lake, Demchuk, and Daulat Beg Oldi River, Oldi 255 kilometer road, and then Nakula Pass. So these four are very important for prelims point of view, and also for you in regards to the better understanding. So make sure that you are into the mode of understanding the issue or reading the news, and then linking it with the map based. This is very important. It could be part of the geography map based questions also. From the geography map based questions, there could be a probability of what do you say question being framed in the prelims also. So which among the following from north to south? So first is north Daulat Beg Oldi, and then second is Pangong Lake, and then comes the Jamchuk, and then comes the what do you say south, the Nakula Pass. So this is very important from prelims point of view. And Madhu has also joined. Very good morning to you, Madhu. Hi to you. And then there is another news which talks about Howrah's Botanical Garden, now a graveyard. So the garden, Botanical Garden, has been become a graveyard. Why it has become a graveyard? Because of the super cyclone. Because of the super cyclone Hamphan, we have seen, which has hit almost close to 160 kilometers per hour the Odisha and then the West Bengal coastal region. It has almost felled 1,000 trees. So in regards to that, the news is there, and which will be very important again from prelims point of view. So you can take this as ecology and environment. From the ecology and environment, you can take this or consider in regards to the prelims, in regards to the prelims questions, ecology and environment also. So Howrah Botanical Garden. So this is also called as Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Garden. So this is again very important for prelims point of view. Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Garden, which is located at Shibpur. Very important for prelims point of view, and this is in Howrah district. Howrah district. So definitely you need to look at that. The botanical gardens name is the Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Garden, which is situated in Shibpur in Howrah district. And this has been set up in 1787, again for prelims point of view, and it area is 273-acre land. See, this could be part of again asking that which among the following statements in regards to the Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Gardens are incorrect. So it was set up in 1787, and then just to remember 1857 and then 1757. 1857 Sepoy Mutiny, 100 years before 1787. So 130 years. So you can just remember like 1857, and then it is in regards to the again 1787. So almost close to 70 years. So you can just remember this 57 and then 1787. You can just link it. And it is located in the Hooghly, at the end of the Hooghly. And the Botanical Survey India scientist Kanand Das has said that the garden has over 13,000 trees, and out of the 13,000 trees they have 1,100 species of the trees, 1,100 species. So this is again very important. So how many species in the Botanical Survey of India, that is in the Botanical Garden, Indian Botanical Garden, it has 1,100 species and total 1,300 trees. And then you also have the great banyan tree, and this is the one which has been survived because even by the force of the super cyclone Hamphan, the great banyan tree has been survived, and this is 250-year old. So the great banyan tree is in the Indian Botanical Garden, that is Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Garden, and it is almost 150 years old. 150 years old, and it has a canopy of over 101.5 hectares, and it is supported by 4,000 prop roots. What do you mean prop roots? The one again which have the, what is it, from the main banyan tree you have various kind of roots which will support the main tree, so those are called as prop roots. Those prop roots are 4,000 prop roots to the 250-year great banyan tree, and the main trunk was of the banyan tree was removed in the year 1925 because of an infection, that is wood rotting fungi. It was removed in 1925. This is for the information for the prelims point of view. And this is the Acharya Jagdish Chandra Bose Indian Botanical Garden, and this is a great banyan tree. And this is a great banyan tree, and you can see this, all the hangings. These are all called the prop. All the hangings, which, so this part here and then here, all these are the prop roots. All these are the prop roots. So they are almost how many prop roots in regards to 4,000 prop roots. And there have been different many rare trees have been fallen down because of the Hamphan. And for prelims point of view, which they can ask in regards to the match the following with the, what you say, name, that is normal name, and then the other side the what do you say, A B normal names of the trees, and then the botanical or scientific names of the tree. So we have the Kalpavriksha tree, we have the mad tree, we have the para rubber tree, we have the Malabar chestnut tree, the chir pine tree, and the mahogany tree. So these are the normal, normal names of the tree, which are the rare trees that have fallen because of the super cyclone. So this is very important for prelims point of view. It could be asked in the, what do you say, again in the ecology and environment, again in regards to the match the following, wherein A B you will have the normal names, and then the B side, or else the second row, which has the botanical or scientific name. So Kalpavriksha tree, it is called as Adansonia digitata, and the mad tree Pterogota alata irregularisa, para rubber tree Evia brasiliensis, Malabar chestnut Pachira insignis, sheer pine Pinus roxburghi, and the mahogany tree, it is called as Petinia mahogany. So these are very important in regards to the normal names, and then comparing or matching it with the botanical or the scientific names. So make sure that it could be a possible question. And then because of the super cyclone, there could be a possible that the question could be framed not on the, what you say, cyclone or super cyclone or in regards to the climatology, but there could be a question framed on the ecology and environment, asking about the rare trees, about the normal names, and then the botanical or scientific names of the trees which were fallen and which were fully grown trees, right? And make sure that you are getting into this mode, and this is how the UPS will definitely focus, and this is how UPS will definitely focus on framing the questions, wherein the most of the civil servant aspirants will, what do you say, neglect this part of, and let's just focus on the super cyclone, and in regards to the kind of how it has been, where it has been originated, and the other climatology. In regards to climatology they might focus, but there could be a probable question even in regards to the ecology and environment also. And there is one more news in regards to the Hong Kong. There is a rally, protest rally, which is going on against the law, in the Hong Kong. So we have seen that China has come up with the imposing national security law. China has come up with imposing national security law onto the Hong Kong, So definitely there is a cause of concern from the Hong Kong citizen that the Beijing plan to impose the national security laws onto the people, and then they have gone ahead with the protesting, and in the protest they have rallied in such a way that they have come to the Hong Kong city, and then thousands of people have were dispersed by the Hong Kong police, by the water cannon. But in spite of what you say, the COVID-19 pandemic, they did not or they did not really what do you think about it, or they really did not get to the point, or they have deterred that, and then they have come to the entire thronging onto the streets to protest against the impose of Beijing, that is China, of the national security law. And chants, they were chanting in regards to the Hong Kong independence, the only way out. So definitely the Hong Kong citizens were definitely in regards to the independence of its Hong Kong, of its country. And definitely Hong Kong is a very important for trade and business, because trade and business, it is a gateway for the mainland China. It is a gateway for mainland China, and we know that Hong Kong has been handed over by it was a British colony, and it was handed over to China in 1997, and then British has taken this, or it has taken it Hong Kong as a lease for 99 years, and 99 years it has taken lease from China. The Hong Kong, the British has taken it, and then they have what you say returned it to the Chinese rule in 1997. Again, this could be from the prelims point of view in regards to the current affairs. In regards to the current affairs, there could be a question asked in regards to. So now the China is going ahead with the concept that is one country, two system, one country, two system formula, one country, two system formula. So China wants to go ahead with the Hong Kong, that is one country, two system formula, wherein Hong Kong was taken by Britishers for 99 years, and then it was again returned to Chinese rule in 1997. And Washington is also very clear that if China goes ahead with proposed legislation, then US will go ahead with sanctions. US will go ahead with sanctions onto the China. So definitely it is Washington, that is US, is also very clear that the kind of imposition of national security laws onto Hong Kong, and then coming up with the one country two system, is not really accepted by the Washington, or else by the US also. And we have another news in regards to, sir, how many questions we need to practice for mains in each lesson? Siddhartha M. So definitely in regards to the mains point of view, okay, I'll just try to answer Siddhartha M's doubt. How many questions? See, it's all you need to know very clearly the main syllabus. You need to know very clearly the main syllabus, the syllabus of mains, and then whatever is in regards to the main syllabus, and what is been the conventional type of, you need to go ahead with the conventional type of understanding, and then link that conventional type of understanding which is part of the main syllabus, or else in regards to the UPSC syllabus itself, prelims and main syllabus, and link it with the contemporary, issues, that is current issues, and then definitely you will have an answer to the questions. And in this, when you are going ahead with the preparation in regards to the answer writing, do not get directly into the answer writing. First start getting into the mode of making short notes. Making short notes is very, very important, because while you are making short notes, make sure that you are emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases which are part of the contemporary issues mentioned in the newspaper, or it could be in the NCERT books also. You pick up those keywords and the key phrases, and then you make short notes. And when you are in the mode of making short notes, gradually this will lead to an answer writing, Initially, please do not go ahead. My request is, initially do not get into the mode of answer writing directly, because you will definitely get into the mode of making sure that you are involved in much of the time in the answer writing. First go ahead with the short notes, So when you are going ahead with the short notes, you know very clearly what are the areas wherein you need to, or what are the keywords and the key phrases, and which are the areas, that is in regards whether there are any kind of articles which are mentioned in regards to the particular item or particular news, and then if there are any kind of acts, and then if there are any kind of what you say Supreme Court verdicts. So definitely in the short notes you need to increase that articles, acts, and Supreme Court verdicts, and this will definitely or gradually emerge into an answer, and you will get into the mode of answer writing practice. So all the topics which are in the main syllabus, conventionally you read all the NCERT books, and then link those topics or the subtopics or those to the contemporary issues, and then you will definitely get into the mode of the practice of the answer writing. I think Siddharthan, you got the point. So there is, I'll come back to the topic now. There is another news in regards to the prisoners, release of the prisoners. So definitely the release of prisoners is definitely between the Afghanistan government and Taliban. So as per the US Taliban peace deal, not US Taliban and Afghanistan, US Taliban peace deal, there is a, what do you say, as per the deal, the Afghanistan government has to release the prisoners of Taliban, and the Taliban in turn should also release the, what is the prisoners which have been Afghan military personnel who have been a part of the prisoners by the Taliban should be released in exchange between both the that is the Taliban and the Afghanistan government. So the Afghan government, Ashraf Ghani, has come to the point that they will definitely speed up the process of releasing the Taliban prisoners, by releasing the Taliban prisoners, and he is not just, what do you say, going ahead with the release of the prisoners, but he is also making it very clear that he will have, or he will hold the peace talk, and this is very, what do you say, positive response, a very good positive outcome between the government of Afghanistan and the Taliban. So definitely there would be a speed up in regards to the release of the Taliban prisoners and all the peace talks between the insurgents, that is the insurgents are the Taliban, because the Taliban have accepted their offer of what ceasefire. Ceasefire is temporary truce or temporary stop in regards to the kind of attacks they are going at. Temporary arrangements. Truce is, so what kind of temporary arrangement is that? Because they have gone ahead with a 3-day truce because of Eid al-Fitr. So Eid al-Fitr is the Ramzan, and because of the Ramzan, the Taliban have agreed that they will go ahead with the ceasefire, which is a 3-day truce, that is temporary relief of not going ahead with the attacks, that is because of the Eid al-Fitr, that is Ramzan. So this was readily accepted by the Ashraf Ghani, that is the Afghan president, and then he said that they will release the Taliban prisoners and also go ahead with the peace talks between Ashraf Ghani and then the Taliban. And we have seen that US Taliban peace deal has taken place in the month of February, and it was decided that the Afghan government will release 500 Taliban prisoners, and in turn the insurgents, that is the Taliban, will release 100 Afghan security force personnel. So it is a deal between both the US and Taliban. In the US Taliban peace deal, the Afghan government under the Ashraf Ghani, the president of the Afghan government, will release the prisoners towards Taliban. Again, Taliban will release prisoners to Afghan government. That is, the Afghan security force personnel will be released. So it is in, what is a deal which has taken place, that they will release the prisoners from both the ends. But Taliban's 500 prisoners, Afghan government will release, and the Afghan government Taliban will release the 1,000 Afghan security personnel. And this would be a swapping between both the countries, and this swapping of the prisoners, this is a keyword, please to understand, this is a keyword, swapping of the prisoners from both the sides is a confidence building move or a measure. It is the swapping of the prisoners between both the Afghan government and the Taliban is a confidence building move or a confidence building measure ahead of the peace talks between the government and the Taliban. So it is a very positive move which is happening in Afghanistan, And Mr. Afghani has said that when the delegation in regards to the peace talks will be, it will start, and then the one from the government side who is the negotiator is Abdullah. So this person is Abdullah, and this person is the president of Afghan, that is Ashraf Ghani. And Abdullah was the one who was the rival or the political party which has also fought the elections, that is the presidential elections in Afghanistan in the month of September 2019. There were elections for the presidential elections in September, that is in Afghanistan. And Abdullah never agreed to the acceptance of the Afghanistan Election Commission has declared Ashraf Ghani as the president of Afghanistan. He did not accept. Who? Abdullah. He said that definitely there is some kind of conspiracy and it is not fair, transparent. So he has also gone ahead with swearing in as an administrative president. But later on again there was a deal between both of them that the Abdullah has given up, and then they have come up with what do you say, unity government. Both of them have formed the government in alliance, that is the Afghan unity government in Afghanistan. Both will have the alliance and then they have formed the government. And now in regards to the talks, the negotiator from the government side would be Abdullah. So he is Abdullah, and this person is Ashraf Ghani, the president of Afghanistan. So I hope this was very good information in regards to the prelims point of view. I did focus in regards to the Supreme Court verdict, that is High Court direction to the LG Polymers, and again in regards to the, we have seen the ecology and environment in regards to the different botanical garden trees, and when it has come up for and again this in regards to the India-China from the map based, also the from the north to south, that is Daulat Beg, Oldi, and then Pangong River, and then Damchuk and Nakula Pass. So India-China face off, and then in regards to the High Court, AP High Court, and then again in regards to the botanical gardens, we have taken it exclusively from the ecology and environment, even though it is because of the news is because of the super cyclone which has been destroyed the botanical garden into a graveyard. So this is very important. The normal names or the regular names, and then the botanical or scientific names, which could be part of the match the following. And then rally in regards to Hong Kong we have taken it, and then again in regards to the what is happening in the or the political instability is slowly getting into the stability mode in Afghanistan. So definitely these are the one which are very, very important, informative, knowledgeable for you all in regards to the prelims point of view. I did focus especially in regards to the prelims point of view. Make sure that before you log out or you come out of the YouTube, please go ahead with liking the video. You please share the video and also subscribe the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, and do subscribe for 24 months. By using my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, wherein you will get 10% discount on using my code SBT10 on the amount of 24 months subscription. And you will be paying for 24 months just the amount of the 13 months. So only you will be paying 13 months amount, but you will get the entire 24 months subscription. So this is the opportunity or the privilege which is been given or offered to the civil servant aspirants, and do take the maximum opportunity or benefit of what the Unacademy is providing to the civil servant aspirants in regards to just pay for 13 months amount and then get the entire 24 month subscription. Do take the advantage, and while subscribing, do not forget to use my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, wherein you will get 10% discount. And then if you haven't downloaded the Unacademy app, please go ahead with downloading, that is Unacademy Learners app. Go ahead with downloading the Unacademy Learners app, and you can be part of Unacademy special classes. You can be part of the special classes, and you can have all the courses which are offered by the Unacademy, by all the educators of all the courses, and also to all the courses you can have it in the Unacademy special classes. And you can, along with the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, Unacademy has come up with the UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes. So you can also have the access to the, along with the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English channel, you have another channel that is UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes. And you also have the telegram of an academy, that is Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. So this is a telegram of an academy. You can also have get the link of the an academy, that is Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. So make sure that you take all the advantage of the an academy being provided, especially the amount you will be paying only for the 13 months, but you will get the entire 24 month subscription. To do take the maximum benefit and then subscribe by using my code SBT10, Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10. And before I wind up, I would say thank you to everyone and all the best for your exams, civil services exam. Thank you all and all the best for the civil services exam. And I would say thanks to Muskan Singh, Malvika, Sudarshanam Shanmugam, and then Siddharthan, Krishna, Akshay, Madhu, everyone. Thank you all and all the best for your preparation. And then see you again at 10:15 a.m. See you again at 10:15 a.m. That is in regards to the analysis of trending editorials and articles. Analysis of trending editorials and articles. See you at 10:15 a.m. today. 10:15 a.m. today. Fine. Thank you. Thank you very much.